Make up your mind. What? No. It's a black screen. Oh. What? It's a disgusting sight. Oh, crap. I just avoided that thing like a pro. Like a pro. Crap! I'm gonna try and get rid of Shinji here. Yeah, multi-kill. Eat that. Eat that, yo.
Yeah, we'd like catch, like as kids, we'd catch them and like keep them in like a little fish tank with dirt in and feed them bugs and stuff. Do you not do that over there?
No. Go back to the shadow. No, you will not take me. Oh, are you kidding me? I got out of the way. I totally got out of the way. Wait a minute, I did not create a character in Tonberry. I created a character in Kujata. What the? How did that happen? What the hell? Why is there a merchant right in the middle of this fight? Eat that.
Point blank. Revenge.
Oh, revenge. So this already. What's this? Oh. Shit, that wasn't even 30 seconds. That was like 10. Hey. I got an achievement. Total kill 1. World versus world. Let's finish him off. Come on, come on, come on. Finish him off. Finish him off. Gotcha. Now what? Who am I looking for? I'm looking for... What the heck was that? Rubber banding at its best. This is probably gonna go into like the highlight reel. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel and to another World of Warcraft leveling stream. We are at leveling stream number 6 now. I'm in the Warlords of Draenor expansion, and you know, from what I've seen so far, I got a lot to talk about. But let me just get the introductions out of the way and get in game here. Of course, hello to everybody in chat. We've got ggmyster in there. We've got Punk in there. Nick. And Hassanuddin as well says hi, hello. And Ruglador, who says, this is the first time I have ever managed to be this early to one of your streams. I do appreciate that. As usual, I stream 9 p.m. I'm coming to you 9 p.m. In Kuala Lumpur, so it's not an ideal time to stream because, you know, you guys are all over the world, and I try to compromise here and there. But yeah, here we are live. Okay, let me just get the volume right here. I've changed a lot of stuff with my settings recently. Yeah, that should be good. About there. I'll just lower the desktop a little bit. Okay, so Warlords of Draenor. Oh my goodness, this thing. ggmyster says you're right at the start. Yes, we got Graspy in there as well. Hello, Graspy. How you doing, man? So, all right. Last week, Pandaria was pretty awesome. I really didn't need to get ahead of myself in that expansion with regard to following, you know, every quest chain through. I didn't have to do the entire thing because, of course, patch 735 came out on Tuesday, which was my Wednesday, and that kind of changed a lot of things, you know, especially with Pandaria. I didn't have to go from, I didn't have to leave the Jade Forest, essentially, although I did. I went to, like, the wind thing. Here, let me just get the names in check because me and map names are terrible. Yeah, so Jade Forest was pretty much all I stayed just to get that required 10 levels to move on. Unfortunate that, you know, there's a lot of these other zones like the Kunlai Summit. I did one quest chain there involving the Prince. I followed him there. I quested here as well, Veil of Eternal Blossoms. And, you know, like I said, with World of Warcraft, especially now with 735 and in terms of replayability, I can come back with alts and spend more time here, but the you know, the onus, the emphasis here is on the coming back, the replay factor. Not everybody's going to have the time, you know, to sit through and complete everything, and you know, at times it can be overwhelming because there's just so much to do. Checking out chat here, we got Boopy in there. Hey Boopy, hello, and Marcus, who says Pandaria was my favorite expansion, mainly due to the setting and atmosphere. That's that's a really good point, and it's something that I really enjoyed from Pandaria, because of course it's a new zone. They've introduced, you know, the Pandaren. Let's go with that, Pandaren race. And as I said in last week's stream, you know, it was a big risk, because thinking about it now, just who the general audience and demographic for World of Warcraft is, and you introduce something so out of the blue, and it's, I won't say it's far-fetched, you know, but it's so different from what WoW's done previously. You know, with the whole Oriental thing and all. I thought they pulled it off well. I really liked the stories. The pandas grew on me. The quest writing and everything was excellent. The new characters they introduced, even though they're side characters, you know, like the Chen guy, the Chen dude who travels, you know, with you, with his niece or whatever. That was awesome, you know. And ggmyster says, most want to come back to have cap of each class, which is a good thing to do, I suppose, now that there's more replayability. We got Matthias. Hey, Matthias says hi, and Matthias, just correct me if I'm wrong here. Is it Matthias or is it Matthias? I don't want to, you know, again, me and names are terrible, so if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I do apologize, but welcome to the stream, you guys. Now, let's talk about Warlords of Draenor. At the very end of, you know, Mists of Pandaria, somebody told me, look, if you thought Pandaria was going to be good, then you're really going to enjoy, you know, WoD. Simply because everything that I've mentioned in the vlog this week, he said, you know, it's going to be multiplied and amplified by 10 at least. And I was like, we'll see. And I took the quest, the hero's call, go to Pandaria, fine. And you know what, the introduction, Warlords of Draenor has this thing where you don't just move to the new zone and then you pick up the new quest and you follow it along. There's actually a designated tutorial sequence to the expansion that lays the story down. I think it'll take you at least about 45 minutes to an hour to do the entire sequence. And it's really interesting, at least for me. From the story-wise, they set the pace, they set the tone, they already tell you what's happening here. In terms of Grom, Hellscream or whatever, he went back in time, or time traveled back, you know, and he kind of stopped the orcs from drinking the Fel thing, so he kind of altered history there, I think, and started the Iron Legion, and they're now coming, you know, wanting to come back and invade Azeroth again. So we as the player now, we are coming to Draenor, I think the future Draenor, or the past Draenor, I'm not too sure about that, to stop this from happening. Fine, that was all relayed to me, you know, even before I got here. And then when I got here, you know, there's so many characters that I know from the lore, like Khadgar, you know, which is really, really cool, is a familiar name. Thrall is here as well, and that entire sequence of us coming to Draenor and, you know, fighting back, it really felt like the start of a TV miniseries, and I really enjoyed that. That was absolutely superb. There's more cinematics than ever before, especially in-game cinematics, you know, when there's like boss orcs or whatever that just pops up. You know, you get to see the cinematic with the name there, and voice acting has increased at least by 80%. Almost every main quest chain is fully voiced, which I really appreciate, and I'm looking forward to playing this thing. Anyway, we're out of that sequence. I finished that yesterday, or day before, and yeah, here I am on the beach, waiting to take my first quest. Checking on chat. ggmyster says, WoD was the first time they introduced the level boost, I believe. The tutorial was for those folks. I see. And Matthias says, whatever, sounds different in each country I go to anyway. Alright, I'm sticking with Matthias. So, let's go talk to the Prophet Vel in here and pick up our first quest post, that tutorial thing. So here we are, step 3, Prophet. The Prophet welcomes you with a curious look, then a warm nod. So it begins. So it has. We're basically trapped here because Grom was trying to build another portal, that huge-ass portal, you know, at the burning, I forgot the zone already, but you know, that's where the orcs invaded the first time, and he was trying to rebuild that to bring the Iron Legion across. And our little band of heroes here, crossed over with the help of some magic, and we destroyed it using a big tank, which was a pretty fun quest, I must admit. And yeah, we destroyed the portal, so we're kind of stuck here now. There's no way back. So we're gonna have to try and live in this alternate setting on Draenor, just us. So I'm really looking forward to see how that progresses. You know, that intro story was enough to keep me invested. So let's go ahead and carry on here. Finding a foothold. So, you're the one that has led my children home. I've been waiting for you. The Iron Horde grows stronger every day. I have foreseen a great battle, but my visions are clouded. It's as if time is sitting on top itself. One thing is certain, your presence here is of great importance. Follow Prophet Velen. Alright, Prophet Velen, lead the way. Here we go.
The world have come to aid us.
It is good to see you, my child. My people welcome your aid, champion. Come with me.
Prophet, I must warn you. The Iron Horde intends to strike out against all who oppose them. We must prepare our defenses.
We will deal with one problem at a time. First, we must settle your people.
I don't need to do any more reading, I suppose. You know, all these little things that happen in between is such a huge change of, you know, story direction and narrative settings from previous expansions, which
Here, this location commands the entrance to our valley.
Okay, Vindicator Marad wants to talk.
What news from the front?
This will have to do... What, this place? This looks like nothing. For the Alliance, we wouldn't have survived Tanaan without your strength, Adrian. Many Draenei and Alliance-like owe you a great debt. Before we departed for the Dark Portal, King Rin personally recommended that I place you in charge of our operations here in Draenor. After seeing you in action, I'm inclined to agree. This is your garrison to found. Plant the banner and we'll begin construction immediately, Commander. Anytime any game calls me Commander, I'm happy. Plant the Alliance banner, and the rewards for that is a new two-handed sword, which isn't really... Never mind, and it's one-handed sword. I'll take the one-handed sword.
Plant your banner.
So he mentioned this thing called Garrison or whatever, and I know Garrison was like a new... Not new, but it was a mechanic or feature that got introduced with Warlords of Draenor, where I think it's your own little space where you can build and recruit, and so I don't know if people still do that. Do you guys know? Is that what's still happening here? Do people still do their garrisons and stuff? So let's go ahead and plant the Alliance banner for the Alliance.
I can open up a portal to Stormwind only briefly.
Oh, hi, Khadgar.
I do hope my trust in your people is not misplaced.
Come aboard. This way.
My prophet.
This way.
The commander
Farmers here.
Represents the very
Warriors
best
here.
of the Alliance.
You seem to be getting lots of lumbers. Oh, that guy's doing my job.
This is it, boys. Let's break some ground and take this world for the Alliance.
Who's that? Barros? Wait, that's it? Oh, come on. I wanted to go back for a bit. I'm just kidding. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we kind of just ported over some villagers to start building our town. This is reminiscent of old Warcraft 3. We're gonna start building now. Alright, Barros, what do you got?
Just say the word, Commander.
So, this is Draenor. A bit darker than expected. Still, after building Stormwind, this project should be a walk in the park. You built Stormwind? You? Okay. Well then, are you ready to begin, Commander? Yep, I'll take that one, please. Thank you very much. Okay, a couple of quests here. I suppose we're gonna start slow here, because it looks as if we are actually going to be doing that work of going out and getting, like, from the quest says, lumbers and whatever, so some of the trees around here look small enough that the workers should be able to down them in no time. We can leave the hard labor to Shelly's men, but if you'd be willing to mark the trees for them to start with, we should be able to get this operation rolling much faster. Mark 8 trees. That's interesting. I thought I was going to be chopping down.
Shelly's lumberjacks will do the rest.
Copy that. Ravenous ravens. Do you see that? There's a gigantic raven. Gigantic raven. Gigantic. Too much arc. There's a Gigantosaurus over there. I'm not getting anywhere near that. In fact, I'm not sure any of the men are sufficiently equipped to deal with a threat like that. Do you want to handle this one yourself, Commander? Once those ravens are gone, we can start sending more troops into the woods. So, we'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or should I say kill 5 birds with? Nah. You get the point. Kill 6 ravens, copy that.
We've got giant killer ravens. I have a feeling it's going to be a long, cold night.
It's those little things, you know, after picking up a quest and, you know, all the NPCs now have that something additional to say. It just feels so... It feels modern, you know? And the benefit, of course, I've been playing World of Warcraft non-stop for about a month, and just to see all the quality changes over time is actually really rewarding. I'm really happy with where this is at right now, which is also building my hype and anticipation for what Legion's gonna show me. But from everything that I've seen so far, because in my head, you know, I have there's shelves where I put MMOs in terms of where they are quality-wise for narration and aesthetics and gameplay and combat, stuff like that. And when it came to storytelling, which is a very important thing for me, storytelling, I don't know about you guys, but you know, there's a couple up there, ESO, you know, Secret World even, and Guild Wars 2 obviously, and I know the little nuances that they do to make their story easier to follow, more modern with the aesthetics, and World of Warcraft has been checking that box ever since Wrath of the Lich King onwards. So anyway, before I go on, I'm just gonna check in on chat here. It looks like it's been moving along here. Where are we? Graspy says Thrall goes to Frostfire Ridge, which is the hardest, no, the Horde start zone. He isn't in Shadowmoon Valley. Yeah, I didn't, he's not here. But at the tutorial, there was a whole bunch of characters, including Thrall, which kind of fun, which is, you know, funky, because I saw him in his tribal shaman outfit and whatever, which is kind of funky. What else we got? ggmyster says, you are in Sword and Board. Why? Oh yes, I am actually. Right, so ever since patch 7.3.5, you know, I've been playing through Pandaria for the most part in Fury, and some of the scaling changes has made okay, a lot of the landscape mobs, the trash mobs, they don't pose much of a threat. They have high morale pools, so the fights are longer, obviously. But then there are some quests where, you know, there's like a boss mob that they want you to go kill, and there's a couple of that popped up in Pandaria, and even in the tutorial here for Warlords of Draenor. And I find that because of my gear, I cannot kill them fast enough, and I do take a lot of damage from these boss mobs because of the scaling, which is fine. I actually like that, and when that happens, I usually just swap to Protection, which is the Warrior's tanky mode, and finish it off that way. So because of 7.3.5, I get to use all my professions now. I don't know if that is a scaling thing, but it's more to do with gear, because some context here, you know, I'm leveling this character for the review, and at every expansion I don't stop at that ceiling to go and get the best gear for that level cap, you know, because I wasn't there, and I'm not doing the gear hunting. I'm not looking what's the best gear for 90, what's the best gear for 60, 70, 80. I never did any of that. I just take whatever that works for me and move on, either from the landscape or quest rewards or even from dungeons, mostly from dungeons. A lot of this blue gear is either from dungeons or finishing like a main quest chain in a zone. So my gear is really newbie gear, and you know, if I had the proper raid gear from, I suppose, I don't know, Pandaria, whatever, I would have been able to handle boss mobs just fine. But yeah, I do like that there is some challenge now. Whether that's balanced or not, I do not know, because 7.3.5 just hit. But whenever there's a hard mob, I do swap to Protection. So let's go ahead and swap back to Fury here. Thank you for bringing that up, or else I would have totally forgotten, and that would have been not fun to watch. Alright, check in chat. We got Nerd Mansion there. Hey Nerd, what's up, man? ggmyster says, do the Garrison for the quests, but when level 100 probably wouldn't bother. And Graspy says, yeah, still do Garrison for the old crafting mats. You can make dome gold. Okay, awesome. And Matthew says, only doing it for achievements already. So, because, you know, for me, when I hit 100, I'm obviously going to move on to the next expansion, because I want to keep it rolling. I'm probably not going to spend too much doing Garrisons or whatever, but what do you guys think? As a new player, would you recommend that I at least put some effort into Garrisons? Because I don't know at the moment. Okay, let's put this out here. Let's get my usual two-handers in, and let's get ready to roll. Let's go get some ravens, and let's mark some... Wait, is that a marker? Yep, that's a marker. What are we, 10 minutes in? No, 20 minutes in. As usual, guys, if the audio is too loud, in-game audio, if the mic is too close to me, do let me know, and I'll fix that. And to everybody that's just joining the stream, welcome. Welcome aboard. Alrighty. I can see desktop going on pretty loud there. Oh boy, so has everybody been playing through the new patch? What do you guys did? Did you guys like start new alts, lobby alts, and do it all over again? Because you know, I created that video, and you know, people have been telling me, "Oh, this is cool. You know, I'm coming back to create a new character. Oh, I'm coming back." That's pretty cool. I mean, as I said, like locally, I don't have any friends that play WoW seriously, so I'm like the only guy in my circle of friends that actually. Well, not even WoW. I'm the only MMO gamer, you know. So you guys are like, you guys are like my companion to the window of the world of MMORPG. So, oh look, Luna World chick. Oh no, I did not mean to kill that thing. That's sad. Sorry. Okay, how many more marks do we need? 5 more marks. Oh, holy crap. Listen to this, listen to this.
What? More work? What is it? More work?
Warcraft 3, baby. Love that.
Ready to work.
Okay, 3 more marks and we're done. Oh look, there's a graveyard here. Is that a graveyard? Yeah, that's a graveyard. Funky. Wonder who lives here. I mean, for those of you that don't play WoW, we were actually here in Draenor, like, for an earlier expansion, Burning Crusade, and of course now we're back. And things are different, alternate timeline and time zone and everything. So, back in TBC, Shadowmoon Valley was kind of a, I don't know, what do you want to call it, a desolate land, a wasteland of some sort, because of, at least that's how I remember it, you know, you had all the elementals falling from the sky and everything. It was a war zone, because of course, you know, you not only had to deal with the demons, but there's also Hellfire or Hell Touch orcs and everything, so... Okay, one last mark, and probably one less Raven as well. Let's just kill it. Why the hell not? Alright, let's head back, turn this in. And, oh yeah, I forgot, I can't fly. I can't fly. Alright, so, Warlords of Draenor, I know there's this Pathfinder achievement that I have to do, which means I'm gonna have to, I had a look at what I needed to do, complete a lot of the zones, exploration, and something to do with archaeology as well, so I'm not sure I'm gonna get flying in this zone. Alright, before I turn this in, I am gonna be checking out chat here just to keep up with everybody. I don't want this to be last week where I'm so behind on chat that it'll take me 10 minutes to get caught up. Where were we? Marcus says, with Draenor also starts the mass killing of important NPCs in WoW. I was really surprised. Oh no! You have just primed me for something unexpected. Okay, I mean, I don't claim to know all the characters in WoW that well, and I don't have attachments. Like, you know how in other games, for example, I'll throw in Guild Wars 2. There's a lot of characters that the story introduces that you get attached to because they follow you through expansions and everything. They're basically your guild in game. With Warcraft, you know, because it's part of a larger setting and it's a continuation of everything from novels to the previous games and everything. You know, I don't know. Some of these NPCs seem to be untouchable. Of course, the star names, if you will. And a lot of the smaller ones I don't necessarily know or are attached to. So if they do go, it's probably not going to mean anything. Nick says, why do you look like you're going to a shooting range with the safety goggles and earmuffs? Because I have not been to a shooting range, actually. That's part of one of the things I wanted to do with the bucket list. I have fired a weapon before. that was because of national service. When you get enlisted, it's a national service for us Malaysians. We have to serve. It's not exactly serving in the army, but you know, after high school, you get drafted, and then you got to go, you know, train for like 3 months with the Navy or whatever, and you do fire weapons. So I have shot it, but yeah, this is simply the only earphones I have, or headphones. The cap is to make it comfortable. And it's also a symbolism now for the channel, or a brand. And the glasses is to keep my eyes open so I can stream for a long time. We have... Wait. ggmyster says... lol, Nick, expecting him to say pull, then fire a shotgun. Eagle Gaming in chat. Hey, Eagle Gaming, welcome to stream. Says, how much time is needed to level up to level cap? That really depends. Are you the... I like to take my time and soak everything, completionist type MMORPG player, or do you have friends that you want to, you know, catch up to? It really depends. Some people, I know, they've told me they can do it in 2 weeks. If you're a new player, it's taken me a month and a half because, of course, I'm, you know, taking my time with it, playing it for a review as well, capturing video footage for the review. It depends, but you know, WoW is one of those games. It's like Lord of the Rings Online. You got a whole bunch of expansions, lots of zones, lots of levels, 110 levels here, and it may take some time. It really, really depends. I don't think I'm like the best person to answer that question. Eagle Gaming, maybe some other folks in chat can help you here. Graspy says, slightly impressive leveling challenge where you only use white quality gear. He struggled badly yesterday with the scaling. Oh boy, well, at least I'm not in white gear then. Graspy also says, the quest lines here will get your Garrison set up. Just follow your quest lines in Warlords of Draenor. Is all you need to do. I wouldn't worry about the Garrison much. It will take care of itself. Alright, cool. Thanks, man. ggmyster says, I got to 19 on my Rogue, wanting to play the Ghostlands zones. And Nerd says, Nerd Mansion says, there is a new type of quest into Warlords. Try to look it up in the map at some time. There are some quest points comparable to the hearts in Guild Wars 2, where you'll have to fulfill some things. So that is really interesting now. They give a ton of HP and are also bounded to achievements. ggmyster says, some NPCs, if you keep left clicking on them, will tell you to stop. Pretty funny. And Grabs said, nah, don't worry about flying and what. Yeah, I'm not too bothered, honestly, because, you know, when I looked at the series of Pathfinder stuff, I'm like, ugh, never mind. Alright, turning this thing. Perfect. Not only will this lumber do the job, it will look fantastic.
An excellent choice of lumber, if I do say so myself.
Thank you. Ravenous Ravens, this place is just full of surprises. Terrifying surprises.
Impressive work, Commander. I know I'll sleep a lot better without those giant killer birds flying around.
Uh-huh, that makes two of us. Who's next? Urel, or Rel, I'm just gonna call her Rel.
The prophet guides us.
I keep getting reports of a giant in the forest. A few of the Khadgar peacekeepers have followed it to a cave. In all honesty, I don't think any of our troops are willing to engage the beast. Of course. Maybe you could investigate. I'm sure the peacekeepers would appreciate the help. Kill Quakefist. Now, this is where you probably see me swap to protection mode, simply because I am a glass cannon at the moment. Because of the scaling, I'm very confident pre-735 I could have taken this guy on. So I'm gonna go in here all guns blazing. Oh, did I pull something? Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna blow any cooldowns on this guy. Let's just get rid of this Raven. Alright, so as I said, like towards the end of Pandaria and in the tutorial, there's gonna be like these boss mobs or whatever. This guy has... Is that 20k or 201k? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna give it a shot in Fury and see if I can do this. Yeah, his health is barely moving, man. Ouch, that hurt. The next time he does his quake, I'm gonna stun him. Ah, I was late there. Jesus Christ. Woohoo! If there was like a dodge or a quick roll, that would have made this a lot easier. Yeah, I'm gonna take a hit here. And I'm gonna pull him somewhere far back so I can run back easily. Oh, well, he reset. Okay, I'm still in combat though. Alright, so this is... I hope this answers your question of why I swapped to protection, because that's the reason. You know, some bosses that you come across really kicks your ass. Oh, come on, freaking Raven! Yeah, knocking me down, especially when I'm about to die. Well done, Raven. Well played, you son of a bitch. Goddamn Raven, take that, freaking scavenger. You knew what you were doing there. Okay, back to this, that, and that. And now my out of combat health regen sucks, so that's where food is coming into play. I've been eating a lot more food. Alright, checking in a chat here. Matthias says, for a new player, I'd say 80 to 100 hours to reach level cap if you don't rush it. That's cool. Thank you, Matthias, for clearing that up. Grashby says, 735 scaling does not affect Draenor or Legion. Okay, that's good to know. That means my gear sucks balls. Nerd Mansion says there's also an event in Silithus? I don't know how to pronounce that at the moment if you want to check that out. Where the hell is that? That? No, I don't even know. Silithus? Where's that? Still new, guys. Quake Fist. AK-47 says try to fear him. Really won't do much because, you know, there's nothing I can do to regain health on my warrior, at least not in that fury specialization. And Trade Games says, hey, I finally caught you live, man. Hey, Trade Games, what's up? Been a long time. Haven't seen you in a while. Awesome. Now, board. Tag and spank, baby. Come on, let's do this. I ain't afraid of you. Of course, the fights will take longer when I'm in this specialization, but it's totally fine. Kind of like a, you know, your safety net there, especially when you know landscape's kicking your ass, to go into tag mode. Like I've done this on Lotra as well. You know, when Mordor came out, and how the difficulty spike just kind of went apeshits in Mordor. I was like, wow, because prior to that, you know, my captain was a god simply because, you know, you had self heals, you could tank, you could buff and everything, and yeah, Mordor just kicked my ass for a couple of levels, you know, because they introduced that new light mechanic or whatever. Here in Warcraft, at least, you know, going from Pandaria into Warlords of Draenor, that there's not necessarily like a new combat mechanic or anything. It's just natural. It's just normal. Deal with it, I suppose. And I'm like a heavy class. I think I can't imagine what other classes. Probably the gear. Really, may have to jump into a couple of dungeons over the week and try to get geared. Or crafting. Crafting could be a thing. So, alright, you guys in chat, your opinion. When it comes to gearing your character, would you rather, or what do you think is the better alternative? You know, should you craft your way to get the most, I suppose, effective gear for your current level? Or do you just run dungeons and do it that way? Oh boy, what was that? 3-minute fight? Things you gotta do to get it done. Alright, check it in on chat here. Ruglador says, did you hear about the guy whose whole left side was cut off? He's alright now. Clever. Cool. I thought it was pretty funny. I was expecting something and I got it. Awesome. Rico says, I just ran out of Star Wars The Old Republic game time. I'm free at last. Oh no. I guess congratulations or commiserations, but you've always played Star Wars for the entire time I've known you, Rico, so are you stopping because you're burned out, or what's the deal there? Nethermancer says it's in southern Kalimdor. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, I'm already here. Plus, I don't have like a Hearthstone to bind to and come back, so I'm just gonna do this thing until I find like an inn or you know, somewhere to bind myself, and then it'll be good. Where else? Andre says, good morning all. Good morning, Andre. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. And Austin says, what leveling challenge is this? Hey, Austin, this is not a leveling challenge if you mean like how other people have challenges. Not. No, I'm actually leveling this for a review. I review MMORPGs here on my YouTube channel from a new player perspective. And World of Warcraft is a game that I've not played before, and that's why I'm reviewing it for the first time for me. And hopefully that review can show other new players who haven't played WoW what's good about it, what's bad about it, and help people make up their minds if, you know, spending 15 bucks a month or whatever is worth their money. So that's what I'm doing here. That's what the leveling stream is. It's not an exact, it's not really a challenge or anything. I guess the challenge is really how soon can I release the review. Boopy says Mordor kicks a lot of classes. Agreed. And Rugador says one does not simply walk into Mordor. Graspy says Fury used Blithers for a healing attack, and Rage regeneration is about your only healing defense cooldown, which I think I blew there. But honestly, if you were to play my character now with the gear that I have on, which I think 99% of it is Mist of Pandaria gear or lower, I don't think you'll do much. Trade Game says I do both if I played WoW. ggmyster says for leveling PvP is a good way to get gear. That's interesting and that's cool to know because I love PvP, and I don't know how many guys follow me on Twitch, but last Friday I started off my PvP streams, which is kind of fun, and every Friday night, which is going to be Friday morning for you guys, it's going to be hard to watch, right? But yeah, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch for PvP. I just did Guild Wars 2 last Friday, and WoW is going to be rolled into that as well. So yeah, if PvP is a viable way to get gear, then I would do that. You know, I prefer gearing in PvP rather than gearing through raids, but that's just me, of course. Boopy says combination of running dungeons and crafting for gear is the best, I think. Awesome. And Graspy says for gear, all you need is quest gear, I suppose. You can get some dungeon gear, it will help, but you will outlevel it soon enough. Yeah, and that's what I've been going through so far. Trey says I haven't gotten to Mordor yet. Now that you mention it, I should probably get to that. You should. You know, I'm not going to say anything about it because I was going to review Mordor for Lord of the Rings Online, and I'll just say this, you know, there are some parts of Mordor that are improvements. There are some parts that will just make you want to tear your hair out, or pull your hair out, I should say. Tearing is fine too, because that's the same feeling you get when you go through Mordor. And yeah, you'll see. You know, but again, parts of it I enjoyed. Alright, Quick Fist, the base is significantly more secure with that giant dead. You have made quite an impression on the peacekeepers.
With the giant defeated, we shouldn't have any more trouble clearing out the area.
Why did you sound like, from like Eastern Europe? With the giants dead, we do not have anything to worry about. And now we talk to Baros Elexton.
Orders, Commander.
I'm impressed with how quickly you have pulled this group together, Commander. I think it's time we start putting up some walls and establishing a firm perimeter around our base. Build your garrison. Here we go. That's what Graspy was talking about. We're going to be building our garrison here. And that's pretty cool. So, I wonder if it actually just, like, you know, it just pops up. How does it work? I'm interested to see this. I'm really excited now. Okay, Garrison, Hearthstone. Awesome. Oh, so here, wait. So this is the garrison? It happens right here? How does that work? Because I saw other players running around. Look, there's like one player right in front of me. So if I build my garrison here, does that mean it's instanced? Alright, let's just go ahead and find out for ourselves.
For the Alliance.
Okay, let me know when you're ready to start construction, Commander. Have you seen Brightstone? My latest assistant is more than a handful. She does everything to the extreme. Drinking, talking, rushing from one task to another. She's a damn fine architect, though, and probably the brightest student I've ever had. I'll give her that. We have everything we need. It's time to build a garrison.
On it.
Oh.
Through your selfless actions, you have earned the respect of my people. They have granted you this foothold, confident that you will lead the Alliance to victory, Commander. Interesting
cutscene there. So it kind of felt like a gift. So that is my garrison. Happy days. So I guess that part was instanced. This was where I was at. And oh, SI7's here. Awesome. I love the SI7. You know, from Pandaria. I think Sully's probably my favorite. I love Sully. And you know, the rest of his gang, pretty dope too. Their quests were really, really fun from Pandaria. Alright. Hello, Garrison. Yeah, we're gonna do something, you know, in time. I would probably change the wood to like stone. I think that makes for a better garrison. Because with wood, you know, any orc could just come here, light a fire, and yeah, you get my point. Alright, so Griffin here, Hearthstone. Not, oh yeah, I got the stone. Yeah, that's right, I kind of forgot about that. This one's Thunderfoot Inn. Should probably go turn that in to get the Garrison Hearthstone.
What do you need?
There we go. The garrison is really starting to take shape. Yes, it has. And there it is, Garrison Hearthstone. Awesome. Alright, 2 more quests here, keeping it together and ship salvage. We've got so much work to do, I don't even know where to start. Making sure this garrison is operational is not an easy task. Shelly still hasn't reported back to me. My assistant Brightstone and her crew are who knows where. Oh, I'm so caught up I haven't even had the time to check out our cache resources. If I were a mage, do you think I could use mirror images to do all of this at once? Good question. I don't play a mage, but I'm sure that's something they could do. Speak with Shelly, find assistant Brightstone, and check the garrison cache. Sure, let's do it. The next one is ship salvage. Commander, we're running low on supplies. Maybe we can salvage materials from that ship you arrived on. At the rate folks are coming through the portal, we are going to be out of everything by sundown. Logic would tell you to go through the portal and bring your supplies back, right? I mean, you have a portal. At the rate folks are... yeah, I read that. I'm still getting used to this place. Collect 15 crates of drudge boat salvage. Yeah, let's do that. What else we have here? I'm just going to grab a bunch of quests while we're at it. We're getting strange reports of an orc attack on a nearby Draenei settlement called Eventide Landing. I'm hearing these particular orcs are unlike any we've ever encountered before. They seem sickly and pale in color. Yeah, I've never seen that design of an orc before. They look like they've got, I don't know, what do you call that? Tron-looking veins. The locals could use our help, Commander. This seems like the perfect opportunity to test our garrison's capabilities. Kill now Bloodseekers and 8 Pale Devourers. Sure. And I just realized a lot of these quests, I was looking at the reward shirt, they give you something called Garrison Resources. All of the new Garrison quests do, 60 resources, so I'm guessing to build or, this is just a wild guess, to improve certain aspects of a garrison that's going to require resources. And I guess questing is going to be one way to attain that, so. It's a Hero's Call board over here, nice. Alrighty, what's this? Meet us at Starfall Outpost. The Archmage has uncovered a potential Shadow Council presence in the valley. He asked me to let you know. As soon as you can, join us at Starfall Outpost. We're gonna need your muscle to root them out, Commander. Speak with Archmage Khadgar at Starfall. Okay. Let's go do some stuff. Let's go pick up the salvage first. That way I can read up on chat as well. Alright, chat, coming to you. Music's a bit loud there. Where did I last stop? Nerdman just says, just equip yourself through Will Quest later. Also, invasions and buying tokens with the shards you earn with them is just fine. So anyone just joining chat, we were talking about what's the best way for a new player to get gear in the game. Is it going to be through crafting, or is it going to be through dungeons or PvP? And so far in chat, there's been a lot of good suggestions. Thank you everybody for saying that, or for sharing your thoughts there. Ruglador says, I wondered why the baseball was getting bigger. Then it hit me. Keep the jokes coming, man. I'm going to read them out and probably entertain everybody in chat. You guys got that, right? I wonder why the baseball was getting bigger, then it hit me. Yeah, lame, I know, but hey, we're in Azeroth tonight. Everything goes. If you guys have some pretty good WoW jokes, you can feel free to tell me, you know, because I'm sure as hell, I sure as hell know it's going to just fly over my head. Yay. Are these Draenei? Yeah. They look a little different from when I first saw them in TBC. I mean, this one has the cat ears and all. Kind of reminds me of the Final Fantasy 14 class. I forgot what they're called. Oh yeah, Pale Devourers. They're part of my quest. Do you drop supplies? Yeah, you do. Awesome. Alright, well, I kicked some ass here. I can check in the chat as well. We have Galors in chat. Says, what is this server? I am playing on the Sourfang PvE Oceanic server. Andra says, may you elaborate a little bit about the main differences between Guild Wars 2 and World of Warcraft? I'm playing Guild Wars 2, but it feels like something is lacking. Oh boy, how much time do you have? Or, I should say, how much time do I want to give that? Yeah, sure, I don't mind elaborating a little bit. The thing with Guild Wars 2, oh yeah, and I just realized I'm in my tank mode. Okay, here, let me get the safe spot so I can just change that again and talk about that. Right. Well, main differences, from a narrative perspective is what are you asking for? From a narrative perspective, or are you talking about gameplay in general? Because I could be here all night talking about Guild Wars 2 and World of Warcraft. So let me know and I'll trim that down a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to jump ahead here. Eagle Gaming says, I stopped playing Star Wars The Old Republic. There's not enough new content to stay subbed. I will make a month or I will play for a month or two and take a break. Kind of the main reason why I stopped my subscription as well, but that was more to the fact that in all honesty, I was getting really tired of, you know, while I do enjoy that storyline, the Outlander storyline, which is basically Knights of the Fallen Empire, then Knights of the Throne stuff. Those were great stories for Star Wars: The Old Republic, but there's just something about that content that, you know, I couldn't put my finger on it. It just felt, it just kind of lost its magic from like vanilla Star Wars, you know, with all the class stories and of course all the cash up stuff that you have to unlock. And I just couldn't justify paying the subscription for that. And a lot of my guild kind of left the game, so I really didn't have the motivation to keep playing. And of course, loot boxes and store stuff. Hooray for store stuff. Okay, I need 3 more. Okay, see one over there. Rico says, or be like me, filthy casual buying game time to farm loot boxes to gear up at endgame. I have a sneaking suspicion that that contributed heavily to the battle fraud 2E progression model. How many others are like you out there? I mean, that's some games when they do offer you that sort of a option, then of course you're gonna take it. Even I would do that if I had the time. Is that who I'm looking for? Yeah, that's who I'm looking for. Nor Blitzseeker. Hang on, let me just grab that real quick. Well, there's people already beating on him, but those are NPCs. Stop moving around. What the heck? Oh boy. Whew. Okay, I need 1 more. No, 2 more. This is actually a Draenei housing area. It actually looks pretty cool. I like the Draenei architecture. It kind of reminds me of, oh, I don't know, High Elves for some reason. It kind of reminds me of like it being in space. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna speed that up by eating some food here. Alright, check it in chat. Rugador says, I wasn't originally going to get a brain transplant, but then I changed my mind. Nice. Trade Game says Commander, and Eagle Gamer says, I used to buy Game Time for the last 2 years, Reek. Nice. So you guys, some serious Star Wars players in there. I mean, I was only maybe for maximum a year. Because I think it was early 06, just about when I started my channel, I was actively playing Star Wars, and even before that, I kind of jumped in because of the, what is it? What was the latest Star Wars movie? The first one, Force Awakens. When that came out, you know, it became, you know, I just got so, I don't know what you want to call it, hyped up or something, and I wanted to experience Star Wars in an MMO format, so that's kind of why I jumped into Star Wars The Old Republic. Markla says, you got a separate stone for the Garrison. No need to bind the old one. Copy that. Oh, crap. Don't tell me that's how far I'm behind on chat now. Trade Game says, a skeleton walked into a bar. He ordered a drink and a mop. That's my joke. I've heard that before, but it's still funny. Yeah, thinking about it now. And for those who are wondering, skeletons, you know, holes in the ribcage and everything, when they drink, pours down, hits the floor, then you mop it. Yeah, I shouldn't be retelling people's jokes. That's not wise. I'm just ruining it. I'm ruining the moment. Alright, Shelly, where did Pipers go? Or Pippers. Little guys keep stealing my supplies. Oops, I meant to check in with Barosh. This forest is almost out of wood. I need to get a logging operation together. I'll send a full report to Barosh as soon as possible. Start gathering everybody together. We need to expand our operation. So, we need more wood. I still see plenty of trees up, Shelly. Don't give me crappy excuses. Get the job done. I'm getting used to delegating. Who we're talking to next? Brightstone, are you here? No. Oh, we're checking. Okay, that's. Ooh, 51 resources from that thing. Hey, I wonder if that happens over time. So I have to come back here and keep clicking that. I guess not, but. Lastly, there we go. Brightstone. Barosh is looking for me? I've been right here with my crew the whole time. Poor guy's so busy, he's losing it. Time to get back to work. Alright, I've done as you bid. This is unnerving to say the least. Those things must have come from underground. Hopefully, we've seen the last of them. So that's some more resources there. You have currency. Right. Currency, B, no, C. There we go. So it is now a WAD currency, 101 resources, and you can have a maximum of 10,000. Nice. So I suppose as I quest along, I'll just gather them and come back here and spend them as I see fit. Now, how to spend them? Have not gotten that far yet, so let's carry on with the questing here. Gonna be talking to Barosh next. Tell me, Commander, what do you think of Lieutenant Thorn? I have no idea who Lieutenant Thorn is. Whenever she's around, I get flustered. Oh. Well, I'll have to see her first. I'm just not really good with women, which she is an exceptional example of. A woman, that is. Although she's also a Worgen. Oh, boy. Which I also like. Oh, that long, silky fur. Yeah, Warcraft being Warcraft here. So let's take equipping it together. Can we speak a little later, sir? I don't really have time to talk at the moment. Sure thing. You did what? You're a lifesaver. With those tasks out of the way, my job will be much easier. That's done. Wow, with all these supplies, we should be back on track. We are blessed to have you protecting us, Commander. My pleasure. Keep calling me that, and I'll keep doing your bidding. I must say, Commander, this garrison has really come along. We have enough materials, but all we need now are the blueprints I drafted up, and I can begin construction on your barracks. Now where did I put those blueprints? So find the blueprints for the barracks. This really does have shades of, like, I'm playing Warcraft 3, you know, we're just starting a base. Over there, it's just a matter of just cooking it and making it build. Over here, I'm doing the micromanagement of putting the work in to see this thing build. Oh, I have to learn it. Okay. Learning blueprints. I'm terrible at math, so I will never be good at architecture. Use the architect table. Where's that? Is that it? No. Architect table. Oh, there, right there. Whoa! What is this? Holy shit. Okay, here we go. Click this to toggle. Alright, so build costs and information is displayed here for the selected building. Cost resources and gold. Time to build 1 hour, and they've got levels and everything. Drag buildings to the yellow circles on the map to start construction. Holy shit, I was not expecting this. This is the first time I'm seeing Garrison as a new Warcraft player, and this is intriguing. Drag the unlocked buildings from this list to the yellow circles on the map. What do we got? I just want to see what the others are. So we got stables. Oh, there we go. Alright, so barracks unlocks patrol missions. Patrol missions have higher than normal followers. Oh, that's cool. Allows a follower with a bodyguard trait to accompany you, a guardian Draenor. I want that. I want a companion. Increase your follow limit by 5 so you can have your own posse running around. That's cool. Dwarven bunker. Gnomish gearworks, mage's tower. Stables. What the f... Enables the capture and training of special mounts on Draenor. Also allows you to remain mounted while interacting with objects. That's sick. Increases mount speed by 20%. Yeah, stables is going to be the next thing I build. That's just large buildings. And then we got medium as well. Holy shit, there's a lot of these stuff to go through. And lots of small ones. Tannery. This could be... You know, this could be a place where I can come back and craft stuff, I suppose. Damn, it's going to be a while for me to soak this in. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start building here. So let's get the barracks and let's put it there. And there we go. It's building. Achievement there. Garrison update barracks. No, not achievement. Barracks completed. Return to your building to finalize construction. How do I do that? Finalize your plot is the, oh, there it is. Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. So you put it on that little screen, and then you see it start popping up there. That is sick. That is cool.
The barracks look fantastic. You should go check in with Rob. I'm going to hang out here and admire my handiwork.
Holy shit. I like this. I could spend a lot of time with this Garrison thing. Because I like the aspect of, you know, management, building management. What's inside here? We got Steward. What's the Steward? Oh, nice. Vendor of some sort. He sells... What is this? That's a toy. Nah. Really? Barracks? Toys? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Sweet. Okay, let's turn this in. I'm gonna need a lot more resources to really build this thing up. But I gotta go on to Legion, which is a sad thing. Shit. Alright, how is the construction of the barracks coming along? That's done. Ooh, what's this? Garrison zone ability unlock. Click, you can drag this to your action bar. What is that? Call to arms. Call upon the forces of your garrison to assist you for 30 seconds. Yes! Nice. Okay. Now, Kiana Moonshadow, if we are to win this war, we're gonna need more than foot soldiers. We need champions. Kiana Moonshadow's performance in Tanan and Eventide Landing was quite impressive. Perhaps you should speak with her about taking a greater role in the battle against the Iron Horde. Rewards, I get her. And, yeah, I get her. Alright, let's go talk to Kiana. This is exciting. I'm feeling really excited. Before I do that, though, I'm gonna check in the chat here. Where did I last stop? Rugler says, but if they use logic and brought supplies through the portal, then they wouldn't be able to make it do it. That's true. Once in a while, maybe 1 or 2 resources every hour, maybe. Just to make it seem the logical way. No, that doesn't work. ggmyster says, type silly and your character will tell a joke. Oh yeah, I've been doing that a lot. This is the first time you told me, like a couple of weeks ago, I think. Rugler says, if they... No, I already read that. Nerd says, by the way, the event in Silithus has world quests in the old raids. Could be an interesting checkout as a WoW newbie. I probably will at some point. Is that like an ongoing thing? Or will it be throughout the week? Or is it just like today kind of thing? Because I really don't want to move away from what I've planned for the stream, especially since I'm in one zone here. But if it's really not coming back, I probably will check it out, although I don't know the way. I've never been to Kalimdor. Rogador says, why did Ragnaros buy an alarm clock? Because Executus kept getting him up too soon. Okay, I will admit I don't know that one. I don't know that one. Eagle Gaming says, I have to go. See ya. See ya, Eagle Gaming. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate that. And Rogador says, you know you're addicted to World of Warcraft when you hear your microwave ding and you say, Krats. Okay, I got that one. That generally applies to all MMORPGs, right? We got Zakon in chat. Hey, Zakon, what's up, man? He says, look out for all the treasures in Draenor. Some award items XP. There are also bonus objectives that award Mega XP. Treasures in Draenor. Okay, I will look that up. The cool thing about this software that I'm using, or this website I'm using, is called Restream, right? And I also got Nightbot, which actually logs all the chat, so it saves every chat from all of my streams, and I can just export that into like a Word document and just read through what people say. So yeah, there's so much good suggestions here that I probably will not remember throughout the duration of the stream, so I will check back in the chat. So yep, treasures is something I gotta look into. If you want an easier way to find the treasures, download the Handy Notes add-on and the Handy Notes Draenor treasure. Okay, will do. Matthias says, yeah, the Garrison cache is refilling over time. A limit of 500 or 1,000 if you buy the right item. So it does refill over time. That's good. That's pretty cool. We got Wiga in chat. Hey, Wiga, good morning. You made it. Well, we're not beeping tonight, but yeah, I'm in World of Warcraft. And I know it's probably 8 AM for you, so yeah, go grab your breakfast and coffee. I guess I'll be here for a while. Triad says, Architect Table. Adrian clicks on the horse and says, is this it? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Graspy says, one of the major complaints of Warlords of Draenor is people just sat in their garrisons and didn't interact in the world. Can you blame them? I mean, this looks pretty fun. Like, if you have some games just... some of the mechanics just clicks with what you like to do. I like the simulation part of building stuff. I love SimCity, for example. And, you know, with the whole strategy sim management thing. This just screams to me as that. I know it's not as in-depth as I'm making it out to be. But when you have that in an MMORPG, that, for me at least, as a new player, that throws everything I know about this MMORPG out the window. It just adds that extra factor, and it's pulling at, you know, as I said, my strategy sim characteristics. Okay, we have a moon ancient thing with over... yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that one. We've... oh, who's here? This is like a new area. Oh, that's Khadgar. Yeah, I was supposed to go talk to him. I'll do that afterwards. I'm gonna do this Garrison thing here for a bit. Let's go grab Kiana Moonshadow, who is surrounded by what looks like wargs. I was clicking at nothing there. Alright, Kiana, I got you. Commander, your timing is impeccable as always. Tell me about... ooh, hey now. Luca, follow me. Who's Luca? That thing? What is that? I don't like the color of that. Baby Draenor? Yeah, Baby Draenor. Not Draenor. Baby Draenei. Draenei. And why am I following them on foot? And why are they going away from the garrison? What? She just totally deceived me there. Let's head back to our garrison. Checking in on chat. Graspy says, there's a hub town in Warlords of Draenor, but the way the things were designed, people didn't have reason to go there much. Of course, unless it has an auction house maybe, then I would probably use that. Can you have an auction house or a bank in your garrison? Because that's a surefire way to make sure people never go to town. I know that's what I would do if you give me like a, you know, an auction house in my own home instance. I would never leave. There you are. Kiana Moonshadow. Oh, just take a look at some of the stuff in here. You have a map of some sort. Just the finer detail of the design and stuff in World of Warcraft in the later expansions, especially Panda expansion and onwards. Absolutely incredible. Hi Marks. Luca is a little shaken up, but he is safe. And that's all that really matters. Look, Commander, I owe you my life. All of us do, honestly. I would be honored to serve you as your agent here in Draenor. If you ever need me, you only need to say the word. Woohoo! Upgraded follower gained. Achievement earned. An epic buddy. So how does this work? Garrison report. Followers. There you go. Oh, look at the amount of followers in here. Shit. Yeah, I'm probably never gonna get all of them. Again, when did Draenor come out? 2014? People have had, what, 4 years now to go and collect and complete everything. I probably will have to take my time and get this. She's got an experience bar, so I guess I'm gonna have to summon her out in the landscape and go do some stuff with her. Let's pick up this quest here. So another table here as well. Clicking that has missions. Alright, so I guess this is where you're gonna pick up your garrison missions from, but let's take this quest first. It's probably gonna lead me there.
No time for dallying.
Delegating on Draenor. There's more work to do on Draenor than we can possibly handle by ourselves. We need to start delegating. Isn't that what I said like 10 minutes ago? A group of night elves need a champion at Starfall Outpost. Kiana is a perfect fit for this mission. Use the command table to send Kiana Moonshadow on a mission. Sweet.
We are bound by a common enemy.
Alright, Kiana. Okay, click the view mission. Killing the corrupted. That takes 30 minutes, and there's rewards for that, which is going to be contract, a stealthy tracker. Bruma is also well known. Okay, so I'm going to click that. Okay, this enemy has a threat. Followers that can counter a threat will display the threat icon on the right. I see. Your followers can be added to the party here. A green checkmark means a threat is countered. Countering threats increases chances at mission success. When you have a full party, click the start mission. Yeah, there's a lot more meat to this system than I thought there would be. So that's Kiana in the party now. Of course, she meets all the criteria. Base XP 100. It's going to take 30 minutes. Type forest. So I guess there's going to be like different types of landscape, I suppose. 100% chance of completing it. Let's start. So in progress. I guess we won't like see reports or whatever until it's done. Okay, let's turn this in. This is a good start, but we'll need more champions to deal with the trials that lay ahead. Okay, Ashran appearance. Next quest. Our base on Ashran is almost complete, Commander. It would be a huge show of support if you could make a trip out there and put your stamp of approval on their staging area. I can arrange a flight if you are interested. Speak with Private Tristan at Stormshield in Ashran. Oh, Stormshield. Isn't Stormshield like the new, that hub you were talking about? Renamed after Stormwind. You can see your mission progress here, which is what? Where? Oh, there. Garrison report. I see. Excellent. Alright, before I pick up a lot of these quests and go do Khadgar's one, I'm gonna check in and chat here. Sorry guys, I've been so zoned into this Garrison thing. Let's catch up on chat, shall we? Zakan says the treasures are also commonly have a lot of Garrison resources. Nerd says until the 23rd of January, which is a couple of days. Okay, cool. So I still got time to go check that out. Grashby says there's no reason to do the holiday in Silitus. Just stick with WAD in leveling. We got Kim in chat. Hey Kim, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I mean, well, I just got my Garrison, which I'm pretty stoked about. I really like some of the things I'm seeing here. Rugador says, why don't some couples go to the gym? Because some relationships don't work out. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Bruno says, have you ever tried to eat a clock? It's very time consuming. I've heard that before. But still, keep them coming. Rain556, that's my good friend Arva. Hey Arv, what's up, man? Welcome to stream. Says, enjoy Draenor. Yeah, I mean, the tutorial, man. I mean, not the tutorial. I keep calling it tutorial, but it's actually the introduction. That introduction 1 hour, as I said at the very beginning of the stream, completely blew me away. It's like, you know, like the start of a movie in the cinema. You know, it just takes you on a journey, tells you everything you need to know, sets up the scene, and boom, expansion starts. He also says, this was the expansion that I started playing when I first joined World of Warcraft. Definitely take your time and enjoy the story. I will, man. Thank you very much. Graspy says, the Garrison can upgrade 3 times. You can get a bank and stuff to get crafting mats. You can get the auction house, but to get the items for it are a pain in the PvP zone. Oh, I see. We got Ray Production as well. Hey, Ray Production. He says, was given Warlord of Draenor with a free month of WoW. Sadly, I didn't last a month until I got bored. Oh no. What part of the expansion did you find boring? Or which part of Warlords of Draenor did you find boring? Mind you, that's a risky question to ask or answer, because you're kind of surrounded by a lot of wild players in chat right now, but look, we're an open-minded community. We can come together and talk about MMOs without trying to flame each other and be dickheads, so feel free to share your thoughts, man. Zagon says the follower system has some good depth aspects, but eventually everyone just uses the Garrison Mission Manager add-on to automatically set up all the missions the best way. Well, now that you told me about that, I'm probably gonna do that as well, I suppose. I mean, of course, I mean, with most MMOs, people always try to find the most effective way, the most cost-efficient way, time-saving method of moving forward, and then, you know, it just becomes hive mentality, hive mind. Everybody starts doing the same thing, because I suppose that's optimal. George says what Zakon said, and hey George, by the way, welcome to the stream. Dragon's Fierce in chat. Hello Dragon's Fierce, welcome to the stream. He says, how do you feel about the new leveling system? I actually have a video on my channel that I put out on Wednesday or Thursday where I talked about it for a little bit, because on the day that the patch came out, I was leveling in Mists of Pandaria. And 735 with the scaling at the time, you know, for my review character in Pandaria, it made a lot of the zones, I mean, it made a lot of the fights, especially with landscape mobs, you know, the fights usually never lasted more than, I don't know, 10-15 seconds prior to the patch, and after the patch, fights took longer. And I do appreciate that for like boss fights and stuff, because that's pretty challenging. But there are parts of, with, you know, the new scaling in place, that some of the mobs just feel like they're sponges, you know, because they are harder to kill, not because they're challenging or not because they're doing more damage. And I'm talking about trash mobs, that is, but they just feel like sponges. So there's still a balancing act with a lot of things that I'm seeing. Warlords of Draenor obviously is a little bit different. Like, a lot of the boss mobs are hit pretty hard, and I've been swapping to my protection specialization just to make it through the fight. But so far, in terms of, you know, sticking with the zone, I think it's pretty cool. More options to play the game, I suppose. But, you know, another YouTuber really pointed something out earlier when I was talking to him in the comments. He was like, 735 is cool for leveling and scaling, but in dungeons especially, you know, because for the amount of time now that it takes, because it's longer, and the fights are, of course, a bit more challenging and whatever, but the XP rewards for doing a dungeon doesn't, you know, it's not worth the time investment now. So if they could just change that a little bit and make dungeons, especially leveling dungeons, give you a bit more XP, then that, I guess that would be a fair trade-off for making them harder and longer. And Dragonsphere says, I just joined the stream. Sorry if you already answered this. Oh, no worries, man. But I do have a video on my channel. I believe it's called World of Warcraft Patch 735 New Player Thoughts. That's my video, and you can check it out. And Arv says, let me know if you do a dungeon later on. I'll heal for you. Thanks, Arv. I'm actually going to be doing a dungeon and PvP stream next week while I prepare the review. So I guess everybody that's watching this right now, I'm just going to tell you guys, I've already started writing the review for World of Warcraft, starting with the vanilla and all that stuff. And from next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a PvP and dungeon stream exclusively next weekend. And then after that, I'm going to be jumping into Legion because I'm going to be doing 2 separate reviews. One for World of Warcraft, you know, everything so far from a new player perspective. And then Legion, I'm going to review it as, you know, an expansion by itself. So that's the plan there. So yeah, Arv, and who else is on Saurfang? I'm letting you know now, next Sunday is going to be the Dungeon and PvP stream at the same time. So those of you on Saurfang that want to join me for that, feel free to join me. Dragon Sphere says, yes, you are totally correct. Vanilla mob's damage was not changed to my knowledge. Other than that, I like it. And Zakon says, Warlords of Draenor. Sorry, Warlords of Draenor has a negative view from the community, but the leveling in WoD was some of the best. The rates were pretty good as well. The issue with WoD was lack of support for more content. What do you mean by that? I mean, because of course, this is the first time I'm actually playing through World of Warcraft, and I haven't been here yet where an expansion just hit, and then there's a content cycle that leads up all the way until the next expansion. So, what do you mean by Blizzard never supported it for more content? Or at least give me an indication of how that compares to like Legion right now, because Legion released, and then, you know, over time you got updates coming out, 7.3.4, 7.3.5, the Antaurus raid, ring this wing, that wing, you know. What's the time zone like? How soon is it? How long is it? Is it every 3 months? Is it every quarter? What's that release cycle like for Blizzard? If anybody has, you know, experience with that, I want to talk about that, share that with the chat, and I'll read it out for everybody. ggmyster says, some people are pretty pissed about 7.3.5 in regard to soloing dungeons for transmogs. Bosses take longer to kill and some mechanics make it so you can't solo. I've heard about that as well, yeah. Especially in my guild, people were like, damn it, I can't farm for my, you know, transmogs anymore. R says, I will be there. Okay, sweet. I'm going to carry on here, you guys. A hero's welcome. Prophet Villain has asked me to show you around Shadowmoon Valley. We will go first to Mbari village, where my sister Samara is waiting for us. I have not seen her since the Iron Horde took me to Tanan. The village is just one of many trading villages between the Temple of Karabor and oh man, that's hard. Shatrath? Shatrath. I'm just gonna go with that. Follow the road east and make your way to Mbari village. I'll accompany you. Sweet. So we're gonna go sightseeing with Rel. Yeah, you're pretty eager. But I want to pick up the other quest too. What do you got for me, Manad? More recruits arrive at your garrison every hour. And the music in the background too. Let me just listen to this. Very uplifting, sets the mood, you know. Garrison, we're here, we're building an army, we're building this, we're gonna push back against the Iron Horde. It just sets the mood, you know. It just feels great. I just like being here. At least that's what I feel at the moment. I have made contact with Exarch Akama in hopes of securing rations from Alador, the breadbasket of this valley. He has agreed, provided we supply labor for the harvest. Everyone wins. If you agree with my plan, speak with Foreman Zipfizzle here in the courtyard. He has gathered together available laborers. Akama and I will escort them and meet you at Alador, far to the east. Alright, speak with Foreman Zipfizzle in Garrison, then meet the laborers outside Alador. Yeah, I'm gonna do that first, because the Foreman is actually here. Alright, Zipfizzle, what do you want? Sorry, Commander Sir, on Marad's orders, I rounded up a bunch of lackeys, our quality skilled labor. Say the word and we'll get this caravan to Alador. Alright, move out. That was all I needed to do? You needed my approval for that? Come on.
The little one is the taskmaster.
No, I'm the taskmaster. What are you talking about?
You'll find our alliance is full of surprises, Exarch. This is the commander I told you about.
Commander, you have built the most impressive garrison. I'm eager to see your men in action.
You're not the only one. Me too. Wait, what? You guys...
We will escort this caravan and meet you in Alador, Commander.
Okay, I guess I'll see you guys there. I like how the NPCs are all just mounting up and moving away.
What
Yeah.
news from the front?
And where can I get an elephant? Where can I get an elephant? I've been using this griffin for way too long. Are you guys waiting for me? Oh, alright, come. Let's go. There we go. Move your arses. Where are we going? Holy shit, Mbari village is there. Okay. Where is the other one? Migrant workers were going there. Yeah, let me just take a look at this map for a bit. Shadowmoon Valley. Yeah, it's pretty big. There's something over here too. Bloodthorn Cave. That looks pretty interesting. It's got that X mark there. There's another quest here. I don't know if that's something I should do or not. Oh, the caravan. Oh no, I lost the caravan. Wait for me. Oh, they probably instanced out and it was already there. So there's something else back here too that I forgot. Speak with Dungar Longdrink or an Ashran appearance. That's one of the quests I picked up. Alright, where are ye? Okay, I see you. Right here. He's gonna write me somewhere. Oh, but then I'll lose Rel.
It is time to take a stand.
Okay. Time to decide which quest I want to do first. In fact, I'll do Khadgar's first since he's here. Before I move out all the, before I branch out to another place. So Rel, you're just gonna have to follow me as we go see our Archmage. Hello again, Khadgar. You're just in time. We've tracked the Shadow Council to a nearby village. I suspect that Gul'dan is with them. Oh yeah, that was pretty surprising too. Yeah, during the introduction for the Warlords of Draenor, Gul'dan was there, and yeah, things happened which I did not expect because I don't think I've caught up with the story or the lore up to that point. And to see what happened to him was surprising, but at the same time, this feels like an alternate universe or something. So I don't know at the moment, like which one's which or which one's the real one. But it's kind of cool to see that happen. All right, so let's go find him. For what must be done, I need someone I can trust. You're one of those few. The woods and the orc village Gul'var are protected from my scrying magic. We need to pierce that veil. I think I know a way. There's a fell presence within the woods. A demonic watcher is there, hidden in a cave from which it casts its all-seeing gaze. I would like for you and the warden to capture it. Capture the all-seeing eye.
We'll capture it together.
The priestess of the moon also has something to ask of you.
Okay, priestess of the moon, I'll go talk to her. Oh look, another player. What do you got? The Archmage has asked me to prepare this moon well. Once it's completed, I'll be able to sanctify its water for use against the demon. Only one thing remains. A piece of one of Draenor's moons has fallen into a nearby pool on the far side of the woods. Such a thing is perfect for use in dedication of the moonwell to Elune. Will you bring it back for me? Sure. It's just a chunk of moon rock. Why the hell not? But let's go to the cave first and let's capture that all-seeing eye. Whoever the warden that was supposed to accompany me has completely abandoned me. You know what? That moon rock thing is nearer. I'm just gonna do the moon rock thing first. The cursed woods. What's up here? Nothing. I'm in combat for some reason. Oh wow, that is a huge chunk of a moon rock. And there's like toads and stuff that'll probably attack me, right? Nope. I take that back.
I'm out of range.
Let's grab a chunk at this moon rock. Gotta admit, I'm still finding it hard to transition from flying mount to ground mount. Pandaria kind of spoiled me, because I didn't have to buy any rite of passage or whatever, and just start flying after 735. And now with the Draenor, I'm like, oh, there's the warden. Hey, wait up! Oh, there she goes again. What do we got here? What's that? Oh, in where? Oh, I see. Oh boy, that looks crappy. So how do we capture it? Like, I don't have a net, I don't have like tranquilizers, if that's even a thing here in Warcraft. Am I just gonna have to fight it? Yeah, why not? Oh boy, we could be here well. Come on, capture it already. Anytime now, Warden. Man, I need more interrupt skills.
Well done. I'll take it back to the outpost and see if it's secure. Come, foul creature.
Freaking all-seeing eye. That looked gross. I mean, look at that. Yeah, that's the stuff of nightmares right there. Ugh. Alright, let's go turn this in. Checking on chat meantime. Oh boy, where did I last stop? Just what you said. I'm on Sourfang. What was the question later? Oh, not exactly a question. It's just an open invitation. Next weekend's gonna be a dungeon and PvP stream, with people, I suppose. Those on the Discord that want to join me, feel free to join me. I should be done with Draenor hopefully by next Saturday. Then I could do a late night chill stream on Saturday, and then on Sunday we could do the dungeon stream and PvP stream, whatever. While I work on the review and start on Legion. So that was what I was getting at. Dragon's Fear says, I like the leveling, zones, and the quests in Warlords of Draenor. I don't really understand the complaints about the expansion other than the long gap of no new content in Warlords of Draenor. Zakon says, when Warlords of Draenor was current content, Blizzard for the most part dropped the ball on giving players something meaningful to do outside of raids or a reason to revisit dungeons, etc. I guess I can understand that. I mean, again, because I don't have the knowledge of being there at the time or seeing what is normal. Oh, what do we got? George Jarrett has just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, George Jarrett, if you're watching the stream. Appreciate the sub and the support. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Of course, it could also be that he's not actually watching the stream. Oh, wow, that's pretty interesting. I just realized that Twitch is now behind. Earlier on, Twitch was actually ahead in terms of stream latency or whatever. But now YouTube has overtaken that, and Twitch is absolutely like about 2 minutes behind. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm using Restream, guys, so people can actually watch either on Twitch or on YouTube. I'm actually live on YouTube right now, and Twitch.
Easier to guard you if you stayed out of sight, Khadgar.
I am not a child to cower beneath your cape, Cordana.
Okay, these two have got something going on. Alright, continuing with chat here. 38Gim says, people are going to keep typing and Adrian won't get anywhere. That's not usually the... I mean, look, with my streams, you know, very early on in my channel's life, I got to play... Yeah, I could stream for 4 hours and show you guys so much more of the game. But as time goes on, you know, a lot more people are, you know, on board watching the streams and interacting, and that's what I love to do as well. I love to talk to you guys. I love to learn about things, you know, from the people that play the games, and it's really fun to, you know, chat with you guys and read your stuff. So it doesn't matter if I don't get far in stream, because I know during the week I'm gonna put in 2, 3, 4 hours anyway every day to move it along, and there's always the vlogs to keep you guys updated on progress and everything. So hey, Sanadin says Warlords of Draenor's lack of content for its time span, people waiting for new X back too long without new content. And Nerdmansion says, lol, the XP amount in dungeons is fine, since Cataclysm dungeons were misused as far as XP gap. With the new scaling, it is again how it should be. Again, didn't know that. Don't have the benefit of being in those in that period, and I suppose it was faster back then. Is that what you're trying to say? And then it slowed down again, and now I don't know. But at least now, because the more options that you have, either through zone, staying in one zone, doing all that stuff, and getting levels from that one particular zone, and moving around, or doing dungeons, or whatever PvP, as long as it all scales and gives it the right XP for your level, at your level, that's totally fine. It's just that the argument going on there is that dungeons don't give you as much XP. Yeah, I'm like, why not? Because we're spending a lot more time in there. That was what people are asking for, and I kind of agree with that. Rugador says, I used to be a banker, but I lost interest. Ray Production says, didn't manage to play the expansion. Did Worgen and the quests were boring me a lot. Did some Death Knight, which was a little more interesting, but not enough for me. I don't hate WoW. I respect it. We got Tom in chat. Hey Tom, he says, Mary Do Me Hardy, good morning from snowy Colorado. It's still snowing. Nice. As usual, I'd say I'd happily trade summer weather for some snow. Graspy says, Warlords of Draenor had one major patch, which was the last patch, which opened the last zone and raid in a 2-year period. Legion gave content on a 77-day cycle. That's helpful to know. At least now I know why. And yeah, I guess with that, a lot of people will just drop their subscription and go play something else until something new came along. That's probably what I would do. Okay, turning this in, catching his eye. As soon as we have enough blessed water from the priest's moonwell, we'll break the demon's will and use it to proxy sea into Gul'dan. That way, they won't know it's scrying is upon them. But first, we need to weaken their shrouding magic. Let's complete that. And turn in that one first, too, before I take more stuff from Khadgar. Okay. Thank you. The White Lady will be pleased. Who is the White Lady? Now, I shall go about my business of preparing the moonwell of water for use in the Archmage's plan. But first, I wonder if you'd be willing to help me again. The Warden brought back very disturbing stories about the creatures in the woods. Okay, so Moonrock's in there. It's kind of sparkly and glowy and stuff. Curse upon the woods. Verden tells me the creatures of the woods are cursed by the same fell energies, keeping Khadgar from scrying to the Orc village. This will not do. If we are here in Azeroth, I could find a cure. But we are not, of course. So kill 10 fell cursed creatures in the cursed woods. Sure. Alright, Khadgar, what do you want? Long ago, the shaman of the Shadowmoon clan erected these 3 stones in the woods. There, they performed their sacred rituals, blessing the beasts and the trees. Now, someone has placed a foul magic upon those stones. This corruption is what shrouds the village of Gul'dan. So, destroy the central, northern, and southern shrouding stones. Sure thing. Anytime I see the word shroud in an MMO, I think of Shroud of the Avatar. And that's not a good thing. Okay, stones are heavily guarded. Fair enough. Let's kill creatures first. Oof. Guess any of those wolves and stuff will do. Hey, you again. I wonder if Rel will actually fight alongside me this time, even though we're going the opposite direction from where her village is. Cursed Woods. Oh, there we go. We got a wolfie up there. That seems to be a prominent feature for creatures here. They got a skill, a casting skill called Drain Life. Ooh, yes. Give me... Oh! What was that? A guide to skinning in Draenor. Teaches you the Draenor master skinning. Oh, nice. Let's learn that. Randomly, a blue thing just popped up. I'll take it. Okay, so what was that? You have learned a new ability, skinning. I guess I needed that to skin in Draenor. Die, cursed wolf. Although the design for that is actually pretty cool. If they had like a larger version of that as a mount, I would totally use one. It's a corrupted toad over here. Damn toad. Follow me, Toady. We're gonna go down and grab a bunch of your friends. The hell is with that noise? Freaking toads. Kind of sound like Mario. I saw a big thing walking around. Yeah, that twisted ancient is something I want to be careful about. Oh, look. There's a dark acolyte here. Hey. Your soul will be consumed. Will it? I'm not so sure. Oh, frick. That didn't count. Right, because they wanted creatures, not human beings. Well, good news is there's a bunch of toads here. Alright, I'm getting a whole bunch of comments for that Rift video that I put out like a few hours ago. Any Rift players here? Anybody played Rift, the MMORPG by Tryon Worlds? That's got some interesting things going on, like the Rift Prime server. Yeah, that's the noise I was talking about. It sounds exactly like Mario. Last toad. And I do see the stones as well. They're in this area, so. Okay, let's go check out the stones and see how heavily guarded they are. I guess she meant this thing. As long as I don't get in this guy's aggro range, I should be fine. Hey, looky here. We got a Worgen dude. Dark Hunt. Oh, come on. What was that? Oh, he needed 2 hacks. Copy that. Next. What? Mission complete? Oh, cool. Mission complete. So, what do I do now? Do I have to go back and turn that in, or? Well, that's cool. Can I send you on another mission? Can I send you remotely? That's what I want to know. Can I send her remotely? No. Report. Well, that's not really much of a report. It just says complete. I guess I'll go back to the Garrison and check that out. Die. Quick, destroy it before he comes around. Damn it. Oh, thank you, Dark Hunt. Very kind. Oh, what? The joy of Draenor cooking? Oh, he just pulled a bunch of stuff. So I picked up this thing called the joy of... Teaches you Draenor master cooking and a number of recipes. Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna try a trade with this guy. I think this belongs to him. Trade. Wait up. Or at least I think this is his loot. See if he takes it. I don't know, I'm just being kind. Because I'm not a cook. I'm not gonna use that. Come on, take it! Unless he already has it. While we wait to see if he accepts it. Oh, he accepted it. Good. I was gonna check it in chat there. Last stone. I see it. I see it in the distance. Oh man, I'm reminded of Vanilla riding around on my slow ass horse. I miss flying. Okay, this is gonna be a bit tricky because this guy's right here. Let's go further down. Well, not that much of... Not too many people here, I guess. Let's get it done. Awesome. Let's go back. Now, let's see if I can move and check chat. Where did I stop? Trade Game says, have you heard about the bakery that burnt down? They say his business is toast. Pretty good, pretty good. I like it. That's something I haven't heard before. Grasby says they basically threw out all their resources into Legion and a steady content cycle, and it paid off huge. Yeah, that's sort of the vibe that I'm getting from Legion, because some of you guys know that I write for an MMORPG news site, and you know, I'm watching all the news come in about Warcraft and Legion over the past, I suppose, 12 months or whatever. And yeah, a lot of people pretty happy with, you know, that content cycle. The current content cycle, that is. Zakon says, I think the community was also sour about Warlords of Draenor because of all the planned but ultimately cut content. There's even a gravestone in the Garrison called Raid-tier or something like that. Didn't know that. Were they significant? Like, some of the stuff that they cut, were they absolutely significant, or was it promised? Was it promised? Because, you know, if it's like a promised feature that Blizzard ultimately didn't deliver, then of course I suppose people will be upset. It depends on what the feature is. Trade Game says Zip Fizzle sounds like a slightly lower SpongeBob. Zakon says making fun of the cut rate tier. Rogador says a prisoner's favorite punctuation mark is the period. It marks the end of a sentence. Yeah, that was good. Crash says clicking on the shrine you just ran past gives you a buff. Clicking on the shrine I just ran past gives me a buff. When was that? That was like 10:28 p.m. I'm like 10:46. Sorry, Graspy, that was so long ago. I don't even know what shrine it was. That's the crappy thing about, you know, not looking in chat. Turning this in. Grim business. I wish that I could have gone differently. Thank you for your dedication. But be confident in the fact that Elune understands. Alright, Khadgar. I've done as you ask. The Orc village is now unshrouded. Oh, look at this. Private Gul'dan? Is that this guy's name? A pretty cool mount. What is that, a phoenix? Now that the veil has been lifted from the woods, we can make use of the demon. We will convince it to turn its eye upon Gul'dan and show us what the Shadow Council is planning. Now that the priestess Moonfang has created the blessed water, it's time to deal with the demon. Take the water and the scripture of Elune. Through the power of each, you will compel the demon to show us what the orcs are up to at Gul'dan. Feels like I'm performing an exorcism here. Alright.
The demon will try to trick you.
It will? Cool. Okay, Gul'dan, private Gul'dan's already doing it. Let's just see if there's any repercussions here. Not really. Demon, I compel you. It doesn't work like that. I can see the emptiness in your soul. In the end, it will be I who compels you. Begin the compulsion. Oh shit, what's this? Use the vial of moon water to compel the LCI. When the demon is weakened, read from the scripture illusion. Okay, here we go. Demon, I compel you. How do I know its health? No more. Be compelled. The hand. Now I'll read to you. Elude's radiance grant me strength. Nothing happened. So, compel you further. I'm just torturing this dude at the moment. He says, lovely day for a compulsion. Okay, he's taking the piss. Have more. I'm gonna spam that. Alright, let's read that again. Bask in the light of Elude and reveal all, demon. And he just kind of spit at me, so I'm gonna do this. I got all day. It burns. The power of Elude compels you. Wow, son of a gun. That's probably because he's saying a bunch of different things. I probably have to read at the right one. Yeah, not that. Something unexpected. Let's try that. No more. I will turn my gaze upon Gul'dan for you. Yes, I got it. Well, there we go.
The time has come for the next step of my plan. Terrandor, infiltrate the Arcani and take control of Arcandor. Lead them dry. It will be done, Lord Gul'dan. Cho'Gall, we'll finish your Frostfire business together. I'm sending you to Nagrand to subjugate the Naru and Ashugu. I will crush its appeal on the key. All I require is its limitless power.
Sounds like Gul'dan's being Gul'dan again.
Razoon, you stay here. I have other plans. What is that? What are you looking at?
Busted.
It's all fun and games until...
Whoa. Oh, holy shit. That thing usually happens in PUBG, you know? Map cheaters. It's shot from halfway across the map. That's so PUBG. Alrighty. So we got that. Let's turn that in. Gul'dan is here. No, Gul'dan is there. We must move quickly to capture him. Yeah, that's a pretty good ring. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Soul Shards of Summoning. It's good to know that Terrangor and Cho'Gall are up to. It's more important that we stop Gul'dan. Some of his disciples can summon minor demons. To do this, these lesser warlocks must use a soul shard. The foul crystal creates a connection to the twisting nether, pulling a demon through against its will. Gul'dan's as much a demon as he's an orc. If we can gather some of the more potent shards, we can combine them into something that might capture him. So collect Kugoff's shard, Groggle's shard, and the Hygra's shard. The hell are all these things? Orcs?
She doesn't want me going with you, but
I can help by magically projecting myself.
You're right, you're not going out there.
Alright, so Khadgar can magically project himself, which is pretty cool. Luke Skywalker, anybody? And this person seems to be very protective over Khadgar. I wonder what her relationship with Khadgar is. Anyway, she's got a quest now. Khadgar wants you to concentrate on Gul'dan, but that doesn't mean we're not going to take down the Shadow Council in the process. Gul'var's filthy with Shadow Council villains. Let's do something about them. Killed 20 Shadow Council orcs in Gul'var. Nice. A classic kill quest. Haven't had one that went up to that sort of number. Let's do it. Let's complete this chain first. In the meantime, I'm going to be checking in chat. We got Justin Hesterly in chat. Hey, Justin. He says, wow, I'm actually on when Jeremy's on. What, are you up early? Or, yeah, I mean, the timing of this is unfortunate, but hey. We got Graspy saying, your zone ability gives you guys to fight for you for a short time, which I will use on a boss. The next boss fight I see, I'm gonna pop that one, and we'll see what that looks like. I totally forgot I was there too, because so much has happened with regards to Garrison and everything. George Jarrett says, hello George Jarrett, how you doing, man? And Arugador says, the experienced carpenter really nailed it, but the new guy screwed everything up. Punk says, it's freaking snowing. Zizan Saleh says, hey, good evening, Adrian. Good evening, Zizan Saleh. Welcome to the stream. It's, what, how many hours am I in? I'm about 2 hours deep, and yeah, so far, pretty much enjoying Warlords of Draenor. Story's been pretty satisfying for me. A lot of the new mechanics that they've introduced, like the Garrison, for example, is quite interesting. I find it really, really interesting. Rogador says, I'm hoping that the old gods get an expansion dedicated to them. And Jijimachi says, you did kind of miss Timeless Isles in Miss Pandaria, that's why your gear is average. Yeah, unfortunately, if, you know, again, as much as I want to stay and do everything, even if it's for the benefit of the character, oh man, if I spend more time just seeing everything that I need to see instead of, you know, the amount that I need for the review. That review is going to come out in April, maybe. And yeah, last year I put out 6 MMO reviews. This year I could put out less. Triad Game says, I'll be right back. Need to post a video that's been rendering. Hey, sure thing, man. I'm just going to be here for some time. Garspy says, pre-Warlords of Draenor, Blizzard made a series of videos called Lords of War. These were the backstories of the Orc Warlords and was on their YouTube channel. The art style and storytelling were badass. I need to check that out if it's still there. And Bacchus says, played it briefly years ago at release. Tried it again 2-3 times since, but couldn't get back into it. I hear you, man. You know, it's as with all MMOs, it's personal, I suppose. A lot of it's subjective, down to what we like and what we don't like, and what we can get into. And you know, some people move on, and totally fine. Bacchus says, I played. Wait, I just read that. Nerd says, I will totally play Rift Prime. And of course, Rift Prime is the new sort of classic vanilla type server that they're coming out with. The only difference is it's going to be subscription only. Because as you know, Rift kind of dropped their subscription model for their game in favor of the free-to-play. And at the beginning, when they did that, you know, the game was still decent. The cash out wasn't that bad. But over the years, it just... I don't know. It got pretty bad. So I'm really liking the idea of checking out Rift again. Starting over. Because it's been so long for me. I barely remembered much of the main story. And I've only played maybe... Much of it was on one faction. Go get more orcs. Lesser Warlock. I believe I can kill and talk at the same time, so let's check out more. We got Thurston Cloud in chat. Hey Thurston, good to see you, man. Sorry if I'm getting to your message pretty late here. Says, hi there. I see you're still enjoying yourself. Man, I'm always enjoying myself. And yeah, I mean, I'm having fun so far. A lot of the expansions, at least gradually, you know, the improvements in them is so obvious, and they're pretty big improvements as well, which is kind of why, you know, I get pretty excited when I see things that just surprises me. And that's why, you know, whenever I jump into especially if it's a game I've never played before, I try and avoid watching other people play, or try and avoid doing any extensive research that would give that information away, or that would spoil, you know, the moment of finding that out for me, because I do value and cherish that sort of thing. So yeah, still enjoying it. And Bacchus says you have to use the Garrison table, unfortunately. Yeah, that's fine, I suppose. I mean, I do have a Hearthstone that's gonna take me back there, you know, to take that, and I'll probably do that after this series of questions to see what else, what other missions I can pick up. Graspy says they did the same thing again pre-Legion with the video series called Harbingers, based on Illidan, Khadgar, etc. Also up on their YouTube. Awesome. I guess this time, before I jump into Legion, once I'm done with Draenor, I'll probably have a look at that. For the backstory and everything, because I think, you know, Graspy, I think you linked, you know, some of the things, like before the Burning Crusade, you know, there was like events on the server. Oh, here we go. Gorgaf, so this guy's pretty much gonna hit hard. So what I'm gonna do is, let's go ahead and whack this guy up, and I will use my special Call to Arms skill. See the forces of the Garrison fighting alongside me for 30 seconds. That's gonna be cool. All right, here we go. Okay, bring out the Garrison. Oh wow, there we go. I got a footman, an archer, a guardian. Nice. And they're only here for 30 seconds, so... pretty handy. And they're gone. Okay, one down. Two more of these shard dudes to go. Oh, Peon. Let's kick some Peon's ass. I'm not a big fan of the Peon.
I don't have a target.
Dead. Uh-oh. Pretty much pulled the entire hut there. He's not exactly inside, but you know, these kills are all... what is that? First aid in Draenor. I seem to be getting a whole bunch of this stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna use it. Why the hell not? I gave away the cooking one earlier. I'm just gonna use all this, just in case I decide to dabble into first aid. New recipe learned. Healing tonic. I suppose it just gives you Draenor specific stuff. I'm not even... Fell Mistress Harga. Right, let's see.
It's too far away.
No. Ooh, ow, ow, ow. Holy hell. Am I really in that range of crap that you can hit me with that thing? Come on. There we go. Alright, you do that. I'll hang back here until that firebolt thing's done. Alright, that's a little crappy. Now the run back begins. Let's see how far am I. Oh, it's not that bad. Okay, checking in chat here. Garrison says they also have a short 30-minute audio dramas which they weave their story for the last 2 expansions. It's on the YouTube channel. I mean, that's pretty cool. I did not know about the 30-minute stuff. That's almost like a mini movie, so. Bacchus says those scrolls are very handy. They only drop for professions you have. The thing is, that's what's surprising. I don't have any of these professions that drop. The cooking one dropped. I don't know. I'm not a cook. This guy's, in fact, he's just a gatherer. All I have is mining and skinning. Haven't really, you know, I don't have any of those professions for the stuff that dropped. So. Rugador says, when William joined the army, he disliked the phrase fire at will. Nice. Bacchus says, you still need to grind out all 700 skill points, but you don't have to keep going back to a trainer to learn the new tiers. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, trainers are... I still see trainers in Stormwind and other cities and stuff like that. And at the moment, they just kind of feel pointless, because there's, like, no reason for them to be there at all. Zakon says they cut capital cities and tar zones and raid tiers from Warlords of Draenor. Ouch, is what I'll say, I suppose. That's a new Garrison ability. What's that? Didn't I have that already? Okay, let's do this again. This time in a more tankier build. Okay, just stand in your crappy shit now. Slow, but gets the job done. I don't care. Die! And give me that shard. Thank you very much. Let's go get the last one too. Where's that? Up there. Is that it? Crossness? No, that's not even the boss. I'm looking for Krusnos. There we go. Oh boy. I thought I pulled additional stuff there. That would have been bad. That's done. 6 more of these peons and I'm out of here. Let's swap that. Let's check in the chat. Trade Games says no. Zakon says it's also pretty obvious in the last raid tier that some of the story must have been cut. Cut story from a raid tier, huh? I mean, I've not actually done, you know, because of where I am, I haven't really done any of the raids or anything. So I can't really, I don't know how the stories go in raids and whatever. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Oh shit. Damn it. This will have to make do. I'm just gonna have to spam the only skill I've got because the other thing that I've equipped is a one-hander. Because this guy's got in the way. Die. Now let me put that back on in peace. There we go. Yeah, but as I was saying, you know, I haven't really done any of the raids, the low-level raids, whatever. Even the TBC earlier raids haven't done any of that, so don't know how much stories exactly is missing and stuff, but Matthias says, if you really like Warcraft lore and want to catch up with the stories you missed while leveling, I'd recommend Noble87's channel. It's like 200 chronological lore videos of WoW. Awesome. I'll have to like just put on the audio and play the background while I work on stuff because, oh, you know, being a creator, a content creator, you know, people think, oh, we must spend all our time on YouTube. That's not true. Like, I hardly watch YouTube. That's the sad reality of it all, is I'm on YouTube, but I hardly get the time to watch YouTube, especially from creators that, you know, I know or I follow, or like I have to make time to watch all this stuff, you know, where people make great content, and that actually sounds pretty interesting because they've the whole lore and thing. I'm interested in that. I'll just leave it playing on as a playlist in the background and do my daily work. Nerd says there's also an audiobook telling the stories of the army of the Light of Baradhor and the last big content patch for Legion. Souls of the Shard summoning ready for turn-in. It's up there. Okay, let's go up there. Let's see what's up. Yeah, audiobooks would be pretty cool. And depending on the price too, like I do have Audible, but I used to have Audible, I should say. I no longer have that. I see, so that's where we're going. Goddamn warlocks. It's like the baby eye thing. Oh, he just puked at me. Son of a gun. Get out of here. That is Khadgar. Or, yeah, it's Khadgar. Alright, what do you want me to do, Khadgar? Do you have the shards? I do. Now all that's left to do is to fashion them together into something strong enough to ensnare Gul'dan. Luckily, we can do that right here. Sweet. We have the shards, but now they must be combined. There's a forge here, but even its fires aren't hot enough for our purposes. However, there is a demon nearby that burns hot as the sun. Gul'dan, or perhaps Razun, has managed to summon an infernal. The thing calls itself Crossness, which means furnace. Demon's heart burns hotly enough. All you need to do is collect it. I'm going back to tank for this one. I don't have high hopes for this. Okay. Let's do that. Let's go back to tank. It's crappy and it takes, you know, it's time consuming, but it's my best bet at this point. Okay, let's do this. Let's go get Crassness. I know where he is. I kind of bumped into him earlier. There we go. Shit. Didn't expect to be jumping that far. Gonna use my Garrison skill and bring out the cavalry again. Get 'em, boys. Oh, standing in the shit. I'm looking at my bar trying to figure out my rotations here. Gotta get used to this specialization. Just trying a whole bunch of things. He's dead. Okay, back to Khadgar. Shortcut. Nope, not a shortcut. With the combined might of the shards, we should be able to trap Gul'dan. Excellent. Quickly, place the heart in the forge. We'll use its infernal heat to forge the trap. I didn't exactly use the damn thing here. The fury heart of Crossness is in the forge. We have the soul shards. Now all that is left to do is to stroke the fires and combine all these foul components into a trap for Gul'dan. Okay, let's forge it. Cool, we're actually gonna capture him.
To forge a soul trap for Gul'dan.
Yes, sir. Let's click on that thing there. See what this trap looks like. Soul shards combined, we will trap Gul'dan and put an end to the Shadow Council on Draenor. You forged the soul trap. There's no time to waste. We must capture Gul'dan. He's on the Shadow Rise just up the hill, but you must hurry. We know that he's about to leave for Talador and the Frostfire Ridge. The use of the soul trap is straightforward. Simply point and shoot to ensnare Gul'dan. I don't think it's gonna go the way we planned it. I'll see you back at Starfall Outpost when you have him. Oh, we're actually gonna catch this guy? Okay, let's go get him.
Be careful, my friend. Gul'dan is not to be underestimated, no matter how prepared you might be.
Easy for you to say. You're the guy who's just hiding behind your illusion. Okay, I guess I'll stop here and just clear the path first. Oh boy, I wonder if I will need to lower his health or something. I guess not. Oh, I got him.
I am not that
Oops. Oh, wait, what the heck?
Have fun dealing with this.
Oh, nice. Great. Thank you, Gul'dan. Never fail to disappoint. Where are you going to? Hey, come back here. I'm not done with you. Yeah, I had to stun him there. I have no idea what he's trying to do. Is he going to heal or something? Oh, he's gonna suck you. Oh, damn it. No, you're not gonna... You're not going to take them. No, you are not. I guess that's how he heals, huh? I probably have to kill every damn thing here. What is a mini boss fight in the landscape? Cavalry. Almost there, unless he runs off to the other side things. Okay.
Soon there will be enough fell blood to make thousands for the burning legion. Do give my regards to Khadgar. I've a present coming for him.
Yep, I'll let him know. Oh man, that painful fight in protection. I'm definitely gonna look into getting some gear next week, make things go a little faster. Not gonna craft, I don't have time for that. Probably check the AH and just buy some shit. Let's head all the way back. Where is he at? Okay, there's there. I could have probably just used my Hearthstone to get back to the Garrison as well. How am I slowed? Shadow Warrior hit me from what, 30 yards away? Get out of here. Okay, check it in the chat now while I still got the time. I'm pretty sure I'm way behind on chat. Nerd Mansion says there's also an audiobook telling the stories of the army. No, I read that already. ggmyster says you may want to switch up your tactic for a single target and use a single target rage spender. May do more damage. Yeah, probably. I haven't really messed up with my talents for about, oh, I don't know, 30-40 levels or so. Professor Cake in the chat, hey, says, lol, I'm actually working on leveling an alt in Warlords of Draenor this morning. Nice. Excellent. How long have you been Prot Warrior? Not long. I only started switching over since the 735 patch because, as I said at the very beginning, some boss fights can hit pretty hard for my Warrior because I'm not exactly that greatly geared, I suppose. So I do switch to Prot once in a while just to, you know, survive. Because I don't even stock up on pots. Look, this is how much of a casual review type character this is. these are pots I got from basically, I don't know, drops or whatever. But I don't craft or buy food. I just use the food that comes from whatever that drops, including pots and everything. And I'm just moving along that way. So in the next week or so, I really probably gonna have to look into, yeah, gearing a little bit more, so I can play in, you know, Fury. Nerd says the audio book is completely free and was uploaded to the World of Warcraft channel itself. Awesome, fantastic. That is great news. And Regular says, show me a piano falling down, a mine shaft, and I'll show you a flat minor. Nerdy Cat says crossness is in Lithuanian means forge. Really? Okay, that's pretty cool. Rico says, heh, gonna suck you. Professor Kagan says, Protection has some talents that help the DPS. And he says, one that sticks out in mine is one that makes it so when your shield block, your next shield bash does way more damage. I may already have that slotted, I think. Oh boy. I remember looking at this and I just took everything that gave me more damage because I'm not using any like tanky type gear with stamina on it. I'm using a lot of the, you know, Fury type gear in the prot talent just to make it go faster. Alright, let's turn in here. Every world is better off without those demon-loving scum. I agree.
There is much we can learn.
And to catch a shadow, let's turn this in. Unfortunate, but not surprising. At least we were able to defeat one of the inner council members. All is not lost. We know what the Shadow Council is up to and where they're heading. We'll regroup in Talador. Where's Talador? Next zone, Talador. 94 to 100. That's the level requirements, or it's a suggested level based on, you know, 735 skilling. Oh, Shadowmoon, pretty much 90 to 100. I can just spend my entire time in the zone and get all the way to 100 here. We'll see what I do with that.
We will find a way through this.
Okay, together we'll put an end to Tarongor and his plans for Akinoden, let's call it that. Did you hear that? Didn't hear a damn thing. Why? What's happening? Oh.
Commander, what's wrong?
Khadgar, someone's here.
Sorceress
Assassin!
coward!
Gul'dan sends his best.
I knew it. You should have stayed back at the Garrison, Archmage.
Nonsense. I had that handled. Cool as a cucumber.
Why do I get the feeling Khadgar's gonna die? That was cool. Little cutscene, little cinematic there. Not exactly cinematic, but in-game cutscene. Always cool. Alright, so that's pretty much done. This quest chain is over. I guess we'll go to that next zone and see Khadgar there. Let's put that on. And porting back to the Garrison. Let's pick up that follower quest and see what other missions I can do for my Garrison. Get more followers maybe, that'll be pretty cool.
I will go with you, hero. A warm welcome awaits at Embari Village.
Okay. Oops, wrong place. I needed to be at the HQ in there for that mission table thing. There we go, commander table. Right, Garrison, mission report. 1 completed mission. Oh, what was that? That's pretty cool. Kill the corrupted. Some animation there, some XP, and there's rewards too. Let's click on that. Bruma Swiftstone, Garrison follower gain. This one's a subtlety rogue. Fan of Knives, traits Alchemy, offers various alchemy benefits when assigned to the alchemy labs. Whenever I build that alchemy lab, of course. That's pretty cool. I got a new follower there. And, alright, the bonus for these two missions are bonus follower XP, and I get to create a soulbound item. What? Okay, you know what? Since I have like 2 followers now, or I believe I've got 2 followers. Yeah, I've got 2 followers. Let's see if I can send them both out on missions. This one counters minion swarms. Excuse me. Send them out. Minion swarms, so that's definitely Burma. 100% chance I'm gonna get some gauntlets there. If I can't use it, I'll sell it off. It costs 5 resources to start the mission, and let's go ahead and do that. Next up, Night Watch. This one bonus 150 XP. This one is a magic debuff. Oh, so it's not gonna match, but still, I'll go for it anyway because 74% chance. You might as well roll that dice and see what happens. Start the mission. So that's kind of cool. Now I wonder, because I actually have the WoW Armory app on my phone. Can I handle my garrison from my app? Let me just check that real quick, because if they allow that, that'll be pretty sick. You know, I could wake up on a Sunday morning in my bed and whatever, and log in and see what garrison missions were done and complete. I think that should be a feature of the WoW Armory thing. It's taking them all to log in. Yeah, for those that do not play World of Warcraft, WoW has an app that you can download and you can log in and see a whole bunch of things. You got guild, auction house. Yeah, you can browse the auction house and everything. You can talk to your guild on guild chat, but I do not see garrison. Menu. No garrison. Wasted, you know. I think if they added garrison to the app, the Armory app, I think that'd be pretty cool. Because it's so, you can even do this at work, whatever, just check on your followers and stuff. I mean, of course, people will say that's kind of obsolete now because Warlords of Draenor is, what, 4 years old? And it's not current with the content, but hey, that's something I would have loved to see. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take a break here and just check in on chat real quick. Professor Kagan says, I'm too cheap for food and potions, but if you queue at Battleground, you can get lucky with some health stones, free health potion for any level, and mage food if you're lucky. From Battlegrounds? Are those like Battleground rewards or from looting a player's corpse? I don't remember that, actually. And Professor Kagan says, you're going to be with Khadgar for a long while. Oh, good. Thank good. And he also says, the garrison feels. And yeah, no garrison on the phone. It also says you get to use the app for the new garrison for Legion, which is the Order Hall. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's good to know that at least the garrison continues in Legion, and Legion has its own app. According to Matthias, who just said that on stream, so that's pretty interesting. I will definitely get that when I get into Legion. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna wind things down here. I'm getting pretty sleepy. I'll do one more quest chain, then I'll call it a night. And play this thing properly next week. Let's go talk to Dunkar. This dude is gonna take us somewhere else, I know. I just missed him. It's right here. Alright, man, send me away. Take me to Stormshield in Ashrun. Oh, it feels good to be airborne again. Yay. Right, while this thing flies around, I'm just gonna check my browsers and stuff here. I'm actually curious about how the stream's going on my Twitch. Let's see. It says unstable, unfortunately. That's kind of funny. Is it even live? Apparently it is. That's kind of weird. Oh boy. Yeah, Twitch is kind of funky. I guess for the foreseeable future, definitely watch this definitely watch it on YouTube for the time being. I'm gonna stop this on Twitch because it seems to be starting and stopping, starting and stopping. That could be pretty annoying for you, those of you that follow me on Twitch. I do apologize for that. I wonder why that's happening. That's kind of weird. Let's get to my restream real quick. Bitrate too high. That's why. I thought I turned. Pretty sure I turned transcoding on. Just give me a sec. I'm just trying to see if I've kind of fixed my Twitch or not. Because I did have transcoding on, and then transcoding kind of died, which is weird. Yeah, Twitch is not working out for some reason. Because I did have this transcoding thing, which I purchased hours for, which is gonna... Yeah, because my YouTube settings are really, really high for the stream. And for me to restream that to Twitch, I had to, you know, turn on transcoding to stream at a lower setting. But it's just not working for some reason. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to turn off Twitch here. Oh, sucky. I wonder if I wasted my money with that. Because out of the 5 hours that I bought, it kind of used 3 hours remaining. No, you kind of used 2 hours for that. That's the kind of crappy quality I got. Holy shit. Well, you learn, I suppose. Okay, let's get back to YouTube. Alrighty, where are we? Wow, I kind of missed the entire flight journey here. This is a cool looking place. Stormshield. Which part of the world are we in? Ashran, there we go. So I've just moved from Shadowmoon Valley to Ashran. This looks like its own zone or so. Let's go to Stormshield, let's see what it's all about.
All's quiet, Commander.
Just a second, pal. Could you see I'm busy here? Commander, I didn't think you were actually going to show. I mean, welcome, Commander. Thank you. Lieutenant Howell said you might be showing up. It's such an honor to meet you in person. The lieutenant's at the inn. And I'll escort you over there. Yep. Give me a royal escort. A blueprints trader. Grashby says the Garrison stays in Draenor and Legion. Each class has an order hall and has class quest lines. Oh, okay, so it's not exactly another Garrison. It's basically the class halls. Okay. And Professor Kaken says the Hellstones and Mage Food are from players usually. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen mages do this floating table of food, and when you click on it, you do get that stuff. I know what you're talking about. Gotcha. Says once the mages opened up the portal from Stormwind, this place really started to bloom. We probably have the greatest assembly of vendors. NerdyCat says Twitch stream is very laggy. Yeah, it is for me too, which is kind of why I'm trying to get rid of that. But I just realized I can't actually stop streaming on Twitch unless I stop my encoder, which is gonna kill the YouTube stream for a bit. Damn, I wonder how long that was going on for without me even realizing. Like right now, Twitch isn't really playing anything. Holy crap. Twitch just made like 130 something videos for me. Because of all the stopping and starting. Yeah, okay. I may have to cut this stream short, guys, because my Twitch is going shit. It's going to hell because of this freaking restream crap. Okay, let's just turn this thing real quick in. I only had like 3 videos on my Twitch, and because it's stopping and starting on Twitch, it just made like 130 plus videos. Holy fuck. Alright, let's turn this in. Commander, I'm so glad you could make it. It's a true honor, sir. I hope you'll find your facilities to be up to your high standards. This inn is run by Jacia Rossishire, in my opinion. This is the best place to hearth in Draenor. We have new recruits coming through the portal daily. In fact, our latest recruit, Newbie... I see what they did there. Newbie McGreen just came through the portal today. If you're looking for trade weapons or armor, Vindicator in your room will be happy to help. Copy that. Alright guys, I am going to be right back. Kaiken says you can go to level in Legion at 98. You don't need to wait for 100 unless you want to level. And Professor says no, just leave it or it'll break the YouTube VOD. I mean, it doesn't. I'm not ending the stream. I'm just stopping the OBS. So there's gonna be like a cut there, but it usually cleans out itself. And yeah, it needs to be done because my Twitch is really fucking up right now. I will be right back, you guys. I think I'm back. Yeah, I had to get rid of my Twitch there. Oh my god. Again, everybody that's following on Twitch, if they're... I need you guys to tell me if there's actually a huge spam. Like, did it keep notifying you that I was going live and live and live and live? Because this is fucking nuts. And I'm kind of pissed off at the moment because I'm using Restream. And Restream, as I said earlier, you can pay for transcoding hours, which means that, you know, you could stream to YouTube on a very high bit rate, which is what I'm doing because the YouTube stream is 60 FPS. And then when you transcode, it basically means you can have a second output to Twitch and whatever. You can just lower the settings down. And I had that option turned off, but it turned itself off and it just completely fucked up my Twitch. Like, really, really fucked it up. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of admin here. And in the meantime, just chit chat with you guys for a little bit while I get this shit done. Somebody left me a message in one of the videos, like there's like 130 something. It's retarded. Oh boy. And the crappy thing about Twitch is there's no bulk actions. Like, I can't tick everything and delete it at once. This is so shit. Frustrating. Well, after the stream tonight, I have to go. What I usually do is I record my vlog, the post-stream vlog. I usually do that right after the stream. And now I guess I'm not sleeping because I gotta manually click on each one of these freaking Warcraft videos on Twitch to delete them. 136. Well, this fucking sucks. This really ruined my night. Sorry, guys. Again, those of you that are following me on Twitch, if you keep getting notifications about this tonight, I am so sorry. This is not what I meant when I said, you know, I was gonna try and drag Twitch into the picture as well. This is bullshit. Oh man, Alright, you know what guys, I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna go and fix shit up and record the vlog and carry on my adventures in the next week in Warlords of Draenor, which again, I absolutely am enjoying so far. And you know, from hearing from a lot of the people out there is that yeah, because of this like low content or you know, very long content in between the stuff that's been out. For me as a new player, you know, there's a lot of things that I really latch onto in Warlords of Draenor, especially the increase in quality all around. Narration, cutscenes, cinematics, story, quest design, and of course like the new mechanics and the Garrison stuff. These are things that, especially like mechanics and stuff, never seen it before, never experienced that before, so it's really fun to see what Warcraft has, you know, in terms of ideas that not necessarily you'll find in other MMOs out there. Because there was, for a time, you know, I'm very conscious of what year the expansions come out and what that particular expansion introduced, you know, and at the same time I also am aware of which MMOs came out in what year and what those MMOs brought to the table. And for a period of time, I would say Warcraft was pretty much lagging behind in terms of being intuitive and introducing new stuff and just keeping up with times and being modern and having voice acting and all that stuff. And from 2012 all the way up to, you know, now, Worlds of Draenor, they just caught up. I mean, they kind of caught up and made the game a little bit modern, especially from, you know, their TBC and Lich King days, even Cataclysm. So yeah, that sort of increasing curve is really fun to see. And yeah, in the coming week, I'm just gonna play the hell out of Worlds of Draenor, and catch you guys in the next weekend stream. So just checking in chat here. Greppy says peace out. Punk says great stream, man. Hey, thank you very much. Thurston says thanks, Jerem. Thank you for hanging out. Really appreciate that. Yeah, the last bit kind of sucks, but hey, that things happen. You know, streaming is not all roses and violence and unicorns and whatever. Shit does happen, and it's still a learning curve for me. You know, I'm not a prominent streamer. I'm more of a video creator. I'm a review guy, but the streams are a thing that I like to do. And I'll just keep getting better at it, and hopefully I can avoid crappy shit like this in the future. Especially for those of you on Twitch. I am so sorry. This is why I really stick to YouTube, because I know shit about Twitch. Professor says, super fun stream, man. Good luck on the editing. Yeah, thank you. I'm just gonna go make coffee and do that all night. Anyway, everybody in chat that hung out and came here tonight, I just want to say thank you so much. All your input in chat about World of Warcraft is really insightful and helpful for a new player, especially for me. And I will catch you guys next weekend for the WoW stream number 7. That's going to be more of a fun one. That's just pretty much dungeons and PvP with some folks, you know, in my Discord and whatever. And yeah, I'm going to be working on the review for the week ahead. Matthias says, thanks for the stream. Thanks, Matthias. Appreciate you coming out. You too, Zegon. He says, have a good one. Yeah, you guys too. For those of you in my part of the world, hey, have a good night. Have a great week ahead. And those of you in the West, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I will see you guys soon. Alright, I'm out of here. Take care, guys. Later, all.